Thank you. Today, together with our nation and our brothers in the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, we are celebrating the 95th anniversary of the great victory. I celebrate with heartfelt emotions the August 30 Victory Day of our millions of citizens living in Turkey and in various countries across the world. I extend my wholehearted thanks to all friends who share our excitement during our country's Day of Pride. The fight for independence the Turkish nation initiated under the leadership of Gazi Mustafa Kemal Atatürk in 1919 in Samsun was crowned with victory in the August 30 field battle of Commander-in-Chief, despite all the harsh conditions and poverty. The victory of August 30 is the declaration of our nation's will to the entire world to live independently on its homeland, which it deems to be more precious than its own life. Having shaped the history with its political and social consequences, this victory became a source of inspiration and hope for many oppressed nations who fought a war of independence against imperialists. Turkey preserves the same determination to defeat any threat, attack or attempt for sabotage against its economic political independence as it did 95 years ago. The unyielding fight we have been putting up against bloody terrorist organizations such as the FETÖ, Daesh, PKK, PYD, etc., without making any concessions on the law, justice and democracy is the most evident example of our determination. With its struggle, Turkey not only protects its citizens, but also contributes to global security. Turkey will continue to eliminate threats against its existence at their root. Without doubt, our biggest source of strength in this difficult period is the unity and solidarity of our nation, which has coalesced around the principles of one nation, one flag, one homeland, and one state, as well as the support of friendly countries. With the legendary resistance it put up in the face of the July 15 coup attempt, our August nation showed what risks it can take if left with the only choice of either independence or death. That night, our nation not only thwarted the coup attempt at the cost of 250 martyrs and 2,193 veterans, but also displayed its will to defend its country, democracy, and freedom. With this willpower, which rendered Çanakkale impassable, which brought our War of Independence to victory, and lastly, which revived all across the country on the night of July 15, our country has the power and capacity to overcome all obstacles. This is best epitomized by our achievements over the last year in economy and in investments, as well as on the way to advance democracy, despite all the troubles we have gone through, primarily the coup attempt and terror attacks. On this occasion, I once again remember the founder of our republic and the commander-in-chief of the great offensive, Gazi Mustafa Kemal, and his comrades with gratitude, and wish Allah's mercy upon all our martyrs and veterans. I celebrate our August 30 Victory Day. Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, President of the Republic of Turkey. Thank you.
Teşekkür ederim.